Hi everyone. So if you are tuning in at midnight, an extra special hello. I'll be doing the unboxing for Spellbinders' new July 2024 kits of the month. Are you guys ready for Christmas in July? I'm ready for Christmas in July. It's way too hot, but let's think about cooler weather. And that's what we'll be doing today. So I have what is called the Deluxe Caboodle. I have the bonus items that are going to be in the Deluxe Caboodle, and of course you can pick up these club kits separately. So as I go through it, you'll have the small die, the large die, the glimmer, all these different things to check out. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those. If you would like, they'll be down in the description box there. Yeah, it's all geared towards Christmas in July. Really, really nice sets that are self-contained, or you mix and match them, however you like, but they all pretty much make their own card, which is really great. Excuse me, but since it is July, going into July here when I record this, I have allergies, so that's just how it is. So yeah, generally I like to start with the stencil of the month. This month it's called Sprigs and Bows, and as you're watching this is the first of the month, and you can see all the club kits. If you are a current member, you can make changes right now, but if you want to sign up new, you are going to do that on the 6th. Sometimes they release that opening like on the 5th, so if you're seeing my video, the next video I do, usually what I do in here is I unbox. I'll play with one or two of the three of the sets, whatever makes sense, to not make the video too long, and then the next time you see one of my videos, that means it's open for signups. Okay, so and then you get 10% off the site as you are a current member. All right, let's see. So Sprigs and Bows, look how pretty this is. So this one makes, again, a whole card front. These guys, I don't know if I have sizing for you. Basically they're geared towards like an A2 size card, but just depends on what project you're trying to do. So it's 4 3/4 by 6, but of course what it actually stencils is a little bit smaller all around. This next one, this is really cool. So you have this bow, you have your background piece. I would say this is probably number 1, and this is number 2, being like a darker area there. I do love that they left the cutout for it, so if you want to use that, you can definitely do that and place this down and color all around, right, this area. So lots of ways to play with just this part of it. So you have those stencils. And I will say the stencils are numbered, so it's just, whatever you think, however the order should be. And then you have like the little holly kind of sprigs and things. Maybe a little mistletoe-y, because it has like a little rounded shape. But anyway, you have the leaves, you have like the veining on those, and then you have the little berries. So really nice stencil set, and the whole thing is you can put these guys together if you would like, or, again, you do your bow. Of course, we'll play with this when we do the tutorial, which I might do today. And then when you place this over it, you're not coloring on the bow area, right? Because you have this guy there as a mask. So really cool. Okay. So that, again, is the stencil called Sprigs and Bow, which, of course, it's Sprigs and Bow. There you go. So the embossing folder is called Hexy Snowflakes. This is the standard embossing folder of the month, meaning you're just going to pop it through with the regular sandwich that you would do with any embossing folder. These guys are oversized. They are 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. They will emboss an area that's 8.5 by 5.5. So again, this one is Hexy Snowflakes. So as you can see, it has like a hexagon shape and that beautiful little snowflake in there. Looking at this does remind me, I do not have the better press plate and the wax seal at this time. Of course, I'll follow up with videos on those, but I know the wax seal is called Joyful Snowflake, and it's a similar design. A little different, but it's something like that, right? The little snowflake design on the wax seal, so I do want to mention that. And then the better press plate is called Christmas Haul, and it's basically like if you're looking at the back of a truck and it has like a little tree in there, like a Christmas tree or however, and then it's a registration type set, so it's really cool, and of course I'll follow up with a tutorial on that. But there you have your standard embossing folder, really cool design. And then the 3D embossing folder of the month is called Pine Cones and Berries, and I have not looked at either one of these, and this is just gorgeous. You might think, how have you not looked at it? Because you had it in front of you. Well, because these guys I have to bring out of the packaging, but these other ones I don't, so I didn't even look at them. I just showed them here. But that is really, really cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love their embossing folder. I love the way it feels in here, these 3D ones. So again, same sizing as the other one. But this one you're going to have a special sandwich because it's a little bit thicker than your standard embossing folder. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe it's quite a bit thicker. There you go. But I love everything about this. It's so pretty. Okay, so the clear stamp of the month. This is really cool this month. I love what they did with it. It's the Christmas Magic Sentiments, and so it's a set totally geared for sentiments, which is really great because of course we need those a lot for all different projects. And so you have the words Christmas, sending, no peeking, merry, of course tongue-tied already, delivering, joy, Noel, and then from our home to yours, from Santa, making spirits bright, believe in the magic, from all of us, Christmas wishes to you and yours, snowflake kisses, cherish the season, a gift for you, and holiday cheer. And of course you're mixing and matching with like the larger word and then how you want to finish it there. These are photopolymer stamps. Really nice high quality stamps. And then if you're doing, so you can get the clear stamp by itself, or again this is the Deluxe Caboodle. They also have the dies that go with it, so you can do clear stamp and die, or just clear stamp, right? In the bundle, the only value bundle they have now is Deluxe Caboodle. You'll receive both, and I love this because it cuts out the words, you know, the finishing of the sentiment if you would like, and then all the words here have dies that go along with them. So that's really, really nice. Really nice way to use those. So the next thing I want to go to is the small die of the month. It's called Skating into the Holidays, and I know there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of stuff on here, but this is the small die right here. So this area, as you see the cute little skate, it has, you know, the little heel, you have your blade on there. This looks like a lace. Flowers, I love this flower. So, you know, a lot of times Spellbinders has like this similar look in their collections. So I've seen this flower before and I think it's really pretty, this rose, and then the center for it is like here. There's like little bells that, you know, go on this guy. I always call them bells or like pods, I don't know. Berries, you have your poinsettia, of course you can layer that up. You have your bow, and look how cute all the pieces of the bow are just on the one die. You have sprigs and all these fun things, laces, and of course what you do is cut maybe 2 of them, right? You have your little pair of skates, and then you would put all your cute little bouquet items in that, and it's going to be really, really gorgeous. So we do have that guy. I'm not going to take a moment to measure like every single thing in here because, you know, I don't know that that's super important. A lot of times I'll measure things when they're larger so that you make sure you have a machine that will cut them for you. The large die is called Snow-Capped Holidays. Oh, okay, I was wondering, I'm like, this is really thick. But I think it's supposed to look like the top of the little birdhouse. So Snow-Capped Holidays, and that is all of this. The large die of the month is everything you see over here. So you have your little twig, you know, or branch that your little birdhouse will be on. I hope you can kind of see, like this one has like a little embossed area, so this is going to go on here like this, and then you have your accent pieces, so that's what we're looking at there. For the birdhouse, sprigs, pine cones. I love this kind of pine cone die where it has like the inlay, but then also the background looks really lovely. Accent pieces, my goodness. I'm sorry, I was talking about these accent pieces. They go probably to these little birds down here, because now that I look at it, it looks like beaks and maybe eyeballs or something, so we'll put that down there. Lots of bells and sprigs and all these decorative pieces. Look at Yumi has the little part for your little birds to perch on there. But these are these little guys down here, and they look like snow owls. Like I said, I haven't looked at the imagery on these guys, but that's what they're giving, snow owl kind of look to me. But there you go, different pieces for them. And then again, I think those are the finishing touches on them. And so there's just a lot going on with this set. Holly berry, I mean, everything, right? So it's a really nice large die of the month. I think it's gonna be a very cute design when it's all put together there. The stitch die of the month, stitched all wrapped up. I did peek at what this is to do. So as far as, hopefully you can see what's going on here. So we have this bow, right? And then you have the accent pieces, and I probably have it upside down, maybe it goes the other way, or however you want to make your bow, but maybe it's this way. Then you have the inlay, so you can do some stitching. So you would run it through, get this background piece, run it through with this inlaid. You have a topper piece that you can stitch. It has the bow center. It has tails, so you do 2 of these if you want tails. And you have this piece, and you have this little curious piece. So if you took this and put it on front of like an A2 size card, it'll go up and down. This guy can be placed on here with the center, the tails, and then these bits will help you finish off your card. If you can imagine, if you had one on the left side, one on the right side, like if it was the bow kind of crisscrossed like that, right? So that's what this portion is for. Again, you can just use these guys. You don't have to do the stitching. in my mind I'm thinking like maybe some cute like festive paper, you know, so it looks like that's the part of the bow, or however, you know, whatever you want to do. Again, you can make the bow without stitching, and that looks really lovely too. And I'm assuming these are just accent pieces to do the same kind of thing. It's like a little border, so you have this inlay that makes a little kind of flower shape, and then this guy can go on top of that. So just other ways of using that, and these are accents for your bow right down in here. So really pretty. The glimmer of the month is this one here, and it's called Joyful Holly. And so you have this really nice sizable holly here. Let me give you some measurements real quick. I'm sorry, I'll go back to the large die. Again, unless it's really big, in my opinion, I don't normally super measure it, but it's almost 4 inches on that larger one to like 3 inches wide. And then this guy is about 3.5, but it's this direction too that you want to think about. It's almost just over 4 inches, okay? So again, these guys will just fit on top of your A2. It looks like it makes a strip that's 5.5 inches, maybe 1/2 inch or so wide, a little bit wider than that. And this holly, it's like 4 3/8 by maybe just over 3 inches in the other direction. So you have the glimmer plate, and then you have the die for it, so if you want to cut that out. Really lovely, you know, I would put it on my cards in fun ways, and I think that looks really nice. And then you have the words wishing you, the plate, and then the die to cut that out if you would like. And then joy, so wishing you joy, and joy is just like a bold lettering on that, and then it has the word, I'm sorry, the die to cut that out. Of course, just popping joy on any card I think it looks really lovely as the sentiment. So that is all the club kits. I will show you the bonuses that will be in the Deluxe Caboodle. And they're really great because they are like finishing items. So if you have the Deluxe Caboodle, you're getting your glimmer plate, right? So there is a stencil set for the glimmer plate to help you color that in. And so you have the portion that helps you color the leaves, and then the portion that helps you color in the berries. So that's really nice. So you have an extra stencil there to help you do that. And then there are some more sentiments now. Like I said, I don't have the better press of the month to show you, but like I said, it was called like Christmas Haul. So this is Christmas Haul all occasion sentiments. So maybe you want to make the car or the truck say something else, because part of it is like in the back of the little plate that has some kind of cute sentiment or whatever. So we have happy birthday, we have thank you, and we have hello, where the better press is geared for Christmas, right? So instead of using the Christmas plate, you would use one of these plates to give your sentiment. So happy birthday, thank you, and hello, and that is your other freebie. So there are 2 freebies this month, or bonus items in the Deluxe Caboodle. Okay guys, I'm going to clear the decks, and I think we're going to do the stenciling, and I was thinking maybe we should do some stamping and die cutting of the sentiments, and we'll put a card together that way. So I will be right back. So I'm going to make a red card base. I think that'll be really pretty. And because it's red, I'm going to pop a white insert, or yeah, something like that. Basically matte layer on the inside. And but you can also stamp on this. I think this red is bright enough that if you stamped in black or something you would see, or maybe emboss it, right? Either way, 5.5 inches on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Score at 4 1/4. And then this paper is not the thickest too, so I think matte layering the inside and the top is going to make it nice. Just some paper I had in my stash there. And then this one I'm going to cut at 5 3/8 already, but if you want to just go ahead and do 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 and then trim it down, or don't trim it down, you know, whatever you like, by 4 1/8. And then 4 1/8 on this one too. So, I am going to just use one of these guys so we can do our stenciling. I haven't grabbed my inks, but I think this one looks better. Okay, this will be for the top of the card. And like I said, on this one, I would do this one first, and then the darker accent second. So, you know, I'm going to eyeball this because obviously my paper is smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because I cut it that way. But if you want to make your paper the whole size of that, you can definitely do that. And I'm just eyeballing like the little extras that are here and there so it's straight and pretty much centered. I will put a little tape on that, and let me grab, I guess this could be any color bow, right? I was gonna do red, and then we're gonna have red berries too, aren't we? Let me think about that one. I'll be right back. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and still go with red. Because I have an idea for the last part of the berries. So just a lighter color red, and then the next one will be a darker red. And I'm still holding it with my hand because that's just the kind of thing I like to do whenever I stencil. And you know, as heavy-handed or as lightly as you like to do this kind of thing will be just fine. I'm going to try to make the bow a little stand out just a little more. As you can see, I start in the center with the color and then just kind of bring it down, but that's just how I do things. And again, depending on how heavily you want that to appear. Okay, so we have that one. And I am using a water-based dye ink, so you just rinse them off. If you're using something else that's a little more special, like a hybrid ink or something, it might stick to your stencil if you don't wash it super quickly, but you know, stencils are plastic, it doesn't matter. Once it starts getting all kinds of glittery things, other stuff on it, it's just not the biggest deal. So again, this is going to put more color pretty much in the whole thing, but just that area will be lighter, right? Whatever's underneath here. So it's going to come out really nice and dark here. So let me get that darker red going, which is already really pretty. And to be honest, if you just want to go like that and be done, you can definitely do that, because you're just going to go over those same areas again, and that gives like a little gradation. But if you want to just keep it going, then, you know, do the whole thing again. Again, I'm always starting in the center because that's just how I prefer to do that. And blending out towards the tips there. Look at that, so pretty. Okay, I can rinse these off later because again, they're just water-based inks. They don't super stick. Okay, so green, which I didn't bring out yet either. Let me grab those. And we're going to want to take our mask, right? So you're going to put that on there, and since I don't really have repositionable adhesive, things like that, what I'm going to do is just take a piece of the Best Ever craft tape and just double it over so it makes like a little thing like this, and then put it somewhere. You can put it on both sides, but basically just something to help you cover this up as best you can, right? That looks pretty good. And then you can get started with whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this guy first. And as you're looking at it, I mean, if I line these two up, I can see that that's not how that goes. So if I went this way, is it this way? And I can see that that's where it lines up. So just get them prepared so that you're ready to go. So that looks good. Sorry guys, I was over here confusing myself because that lines up really perfectly. So hopefully you can see like these two little, let's make that our registration point. There's two here and there's three here. So just find yourself one. It has three because one of these little lines is going to hold the berry, right? And this one has a little bit more. So just keep that way. Hopefully that makes sense for you. And so I'm going to start with this guy. And I'm going to place it on here in a way that's fine, you know, whatever. This part doesn't matter so much because you're just going to find where you're at with the other one. So it can be wherever, right? It's not contingent or anything on where the bow is. I'm going to go with this lighter, super light green. And again, as I hold this down, just adding a little bit of color here and there, just making sure we do touch every bit of it. And same thing over here. And we put that little tape on the back of our mask, but you're also holding this down over it, so you're really just kind of reinforcing that mask staying down underneath, which is nice. Okay, so there's that guy. Cute. Did not remove the mask yet. So we'll bring this guy over. And again, you do have a little extra bit, so what I would do is look at what I'm doing and then line up literally the other leaves, right? And when I think I'm happy with it, I will go for it. Let's just see kind of where everything's pointing at. Like that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good everywhere. Just kind of in the middle of the little leaves. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Come on, girl. There we go. And a darker green, or even the same green, go over it again and it'll look darker, right? Sure, I'll use this one called Evergreen. It's kind of like a blue-green for this, but that's okay. So I'm going to make sure to get into every single one of these little kind of pokies. And you can use this without the bow, right? It's a full design, so if you just want to make a background without the bow, you can definitely just use the sprigs part of it. Or just the bow, right? That too would be very pretty. I've shown other videos where you can definitely stencil on colored paper, so if I was just to do the bow, maybe I had like a pink paper and like a big pink bow or red bow or something, it would be really cute. Look at that. Okay. And last one, we're going to bring some red back. Let me clean up just a little bit. Do not remove the mask. And with this one, as you're looking at it, you know, it just depends where the berries are. And again, I haven't really looked at this long enough to know where I'm going to be putting this. But I feel like it's something like that. Let's see. Yeah, so like at each, there's just like little dots here and there. So I don't even know that this one has to line up. I think it's just cute. But you can see there's like berries here, berries here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me bring this closer. Sorry about my work surface and my mat looking so rough. Like two little berries there, two there, two there. Like so each little twig has a couple berries near it or around it, and I suppose that's what they were looking for. So just going to line that up a little bit better. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. And what I'm going to do, I think, is just do some glitter paste. I think that'd be fun. So let me put this down and let me grab some glitter paste and I will be right back. Okay guys, you know what, I'm gonna use like a pinky kind of glitter because why not? Since we have the red bow, we can do something a little fun. So just hold that down and just get that all in your stencil. It's a little tiny bit, you know, on that mask, but still I want everything to be there, so we will still get in there even though the mask is covering quite a bit of that one. And just bring it all the way down. Cute, okay. You know, with your glitter paste you can just collect whatever's left there and put it away. Alright. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cute. Okay, I need to clean this off. And I'm gonna pick this up. Like I said, the mask also has a little glitter paste on it, but we're gonna wipe that off. And look how pretty. Oh my gosh. I'll show you that up close in just a minute. Be right back. Okay guys, so, you know, glitter paste do take a moment to set up, so there's that. But, and the longer they set up, they get shinier and shimmerier, but that is really very cute. Okay, I'll put that to the side. I'm gonna clean up and we'll pull our card together with our sentiments. So this is the paper that will be on the inside. I think I'm just gonna eyeball this, but if you want to use a stamp position, you can definitely do that. So I was thinking about like sending a gift for you. What was I gonna say? Okay, so sending holiday cheer, and then from our home to yours on the inside. Let's do that. So we have this guy. Oh, they smell so good. Don't we love the way photopolymer stamps smell? And I'm going to use a nice thick ink. They do sell VersaFine Claire type inks on Spellbinders site. Now they've been carrying them for a little while there. And, you know, I'm just eyeballing how straight this is, so I suppose if it's not quite straight, I will turn my paper over and do it again. But there we go. from our home to yours. And I'm just making sure that's really soaking in there. That looks pretty nice. Okay, where's my card base? Now this ink does take a little moment to set up. I mean, if I was to rub my hand over that, it would definitely smear. So just know that. And a lot of times I heat set it or heat emboss, or just try to dry it with the heat tool. But maybe some black embossing powder or clear embossing powder, just to set it. So we have that guy on the inside. Okay, and then I want to go ahead and stamp these, and I'm wondering, okay, if I'm going to stamp on red paper, like the sending part, and then maybe holiday cheer on just white paper. So sending, I don't know my red paper. Actually, I can just use any red paper. How about this one? I still have sitting there. So sending. I'm going to cut it out with a die anyway, so let's just pop it there. Again, making sure it's making contact really nice. There we go. And then I have a little scrap. Okay, so we got that. And then, like I said, I have a scrap of paper over here for this one. And again, we have a die for that. And I love that, because you guys know a lot of times I just cut things like by eye on my paper trimmer, but when you have a die that goes with it, even if it's just a straight die, like, you know, to cut something like that, that's perfect. I'm going to put it right in the center. The die is a little bit longer than this set of words, right? The holiday cheer. We'll cut the other one. But you can also just trim down the edges. Did I do that a little too thick on one side and not the other? Let's do it again. I pressed a little harder than I wanted to. There we go. And let's see. So we have sending. Is that this one? No. What does it look like? Maybe it's this one. Nope, that's way too long. Okay, no wonder. I didn't realize it was so compact, the word sending, so I chose the completely wrong die for that. There we go. So I'm just eyeballing this. I'm kind of looking to see where that would cut, you know, what the margin looks like around here, around there. That looks pretty good. This isn't anything delicate. This is just stamping. Sometimes if you do, you know, with your foiling, I always put the tape on the further outside like this than on top of it, because you obviously don't want to tear away your foiling. And then we have this guy. And I think I'm still going to, what I'm thinking is I'm going to put it this way, and then maybe I'll cut into this with like a dovetail, because that's cute. So let's just kind of use it this way. I'll run both these guys through, and I will be right back. Alright. Little scout, so cute. Okay, so we have that piece. And I was going to cut a piece of this off anyway, because like I said, it's longer than you need for this sentiment. So we have our sending. And so what I think for this one, what I'm going to do is just cut this a little bit closer. So we're going to keep that nice edge over here. Just give this a cut. And maybe a little bit closer. Straight up and down as well as you can. That might have been a little bit crooked. And to make a dovetail, what you can do is just make a cut right down the center. And then from the corner to the center, you're going to make a little cut, and then on the other one too. From the other corner to the center. And there you go. Okay, let me clean up and we'll pull our card together. Okay, so I didn't hit this with a heat tool or anything yet, so I know they're not dry yet, but I am going to carefully put glue on the back of this and place that down there. Oh, there's no... The little berries are really sporadic, so that's really cute. I love that. And again, my paper is cut down 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm just going to make sure every corner is touching where I don't have the glitter. I'm going to hold that down for just a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay. So I was looking at that. I think I got a little water on there. I got a little watermark. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of the sending and take the carriers off, so I'm not going to bore you with that, but I'm just going to put some dimensionals and I'll be right back. So it's a little dimensional there, and I'm thinking maybe sending. And again, trying to put that nice and straight. And then my little holiday cheer. And that can also be on dimensionals, or, you know, different height dimensionals if you have some that are a little thicker, a little thinner. But I wanted to kind of tuck that. I'm going to pick this up a little bit. No. You know what? Let me put this down again. And then I'll just move over my holiday, this part. I really pushed it down too, of course I did. So let's do sending holiday cheer. Okay. Okay, let's get these back where they belong over here. Come on. That's so funny. I was like, I'll just tuck the other thing in whenever, you know, I see where I would like it, but that was not the best way to have done that. And I have an extra one. I guess I'll just pop it here. There we go. There we go. Sending. That's what I was looking for. And just have this nice and straight. And that go there. Alright. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching the unboxing. Keep an eye out. I will definitely have videos for each and every item, including the bonus items. So they'll be released shortly after the 5th, 6th, right? Whenever you see the next one, it means that everyone can sign up. So thanks so much, Spellbinders. I will have images for you guys. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now. Oh, before I go too far, I did want you to see, I mean, just using that mask, look at even the little berry peeking out right there, or like right here, or just right there, it just looks perfect, and that mask just did its job. I love it. Okay. Oh my goodness, one more thing, and I always forget it, and it was sitting right next to me. The Glimmer of the Month is supposed to come with your Aura foil. It does say colors may vary. I believe that the one they intend is for you to receive Aura, and there it is if you are receiving the Glimmer of the Month. If you pick up the Glimmer like next month or the month after, like whenever it's been released, you know, for the clubs, and then the next month when they're released for anybody to buy, if you haven't signed up for a club, it does not come with the foil. So it's always nice to have that extra perk, and then also the pricing is just lower when you're a club member for the Glimmer of the Month than when it's released later. So I cannot believe I forgot. It was right there. Alright guys, bye now.